The next skill for approaching an interaction with an individual with Alzheimer's is awareness. Now, when I say awareness, I'm talking about being aware of the mood of the person that you're interacting with, being aware of their energy, being aware of what else is happening in the room. If they seem anxious, you are aware of that and you use eye contact, you use smiling to try and help calm the situation. If something is happening in the room that maybe you see is making them anxious and you're aware of that, maybe what you need to do is remove them from the room and take them somewhere where they might feel a little calmer. Or maybe you're aware of the thing that's happening in the room that's making them feel anxious, and you approach that situation to try and calm that in order to calm them. It is just genuinely being aware of their well-being and being aware of what they might need.
Additionally, also being aware of where their focus is. If you're talking to someone and they are not looking at you and looking off, oh, I'm aware that maybe this Miranda's not following me. So being aware of that means you can then adjust. Awareness is really helpful in figuring out for yourself what might need to be adjusted to make it easier for an interaction. We have a great game that is a fun improv game to teach you how to be more aware, or to make you more aware of your awareness.
Oh.
So, you need to grab a friend for this. At least one. Got one. Okay. How this game works is, it's called the shared story. Essentially, Miranda and I are going to make up a story together, but we're going to switch off back and forth telling the story. Now, since neither one of us knows really what we're saying, we have to build off of each other and be aware of when the other person is going to pass on the story to us, and then we take the story, and then the other person has to be aware of when they're taking it back. So here we're going to jump into this.
Here we go.
Yeah. So once upon a time, there was a small boy named Franz, and he went to the village
in Germany, where he lives with his grandmother. And he went to the village to pick up a loaf of bread from the nearest bakery. It was his favorite bread.
It was banana bread because he loved bananas. He knew that bananas had a lot of potassium, and he ran around a lot. And so he'd get like cramps in his calves because he just had so much energy. So he knew he needed bananas.
And since they lived in Germany, his grandmother couldn't plant him a banana tree so he could always have bananas. So he had to go to the bakery to get his favorite banana bread every morning.
Yes, and that's a shared story.
A weird shared story.
It's an odd shared story, and I'm sure they could probably plant banana trees in Germany, but if not, then we were accurate. Yes. But yeah, that's a shared story. Notice how we were aware of when the other person is doing something. Also, one thing to notice is when you are passing on something, you can be self-aware that there are certain nonverbal cues that you do as well. And so it's sort of a shared awareness of the other person, but also awareness of yourself. Yeah. I'm aware that this video is over.